Hi everyone, this is Lynissa Hayes with Makers Avenue. Today we are unboxing and making from the mini brands Create Disney Snacks. I was so excited when I found these at Target. I wasn't planning on it. Um, I still don't think they're on the website, but I did notice some of the newer mini brand stuff is already starting to be stocked up here in Texas. So if I were you, if you want to take a look, I would go ahead and take a look. This series wasn't in the normal place where it's usually located. You know how they're usually located in the miniverse mini brand section with all the Rainbow High dolls and LOL dolls. Well, this time, at least at my store, it wasn't in that area. It was actually in the Disney toy section. So if you can't find it, you may want to look in that section. It was like in one of those special, boxes, those display boxes. So anyway, of course, with this being Zuru, they don't have pinholes. So it's whatever you get is whatever you get. You can use a weight. You can, like, I would look at TikTok, and of course, their weights are never exact either. I would kind of just look at, which each one weighs. And if you have a little scale, I do have a little digital scale because I try not to get dupes, especially when they're new stuff. I would take your little scale and try to get ones that weigh differently and have a different sound or feel when you shake that. That's the best advice I can give with Zuru stuff because, like I said, they don't have pinholes like Miniverse. Anyway, opening these, I feel like many brands have their pros and their cons. This is a cute series. I still prefer Miniverse's packaging, but that's just me. So I was excited. I really want the Mickey and the Minnie Mouse and the any of the girls like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, Moana, Frozen, I guess. I still want it. And of course, Aurora and Sleeping Beauty. As you can see, I got Alice in Wonderland. And when I say even though I don't really care about Cheshire Cat, I actually like those characters. So even though I didn't mention the Cheshire Cat and like Lilo and Stitch and Monsters Inc., I actually love those movies. I just wasn't as crazy about the designs of the snacks, but I do love those movies. So I love Monsters Inc. I love Alice in Wonderland. I love Lilo and Stitch. But as we move on, so the first one that I'm gonna make today is my Minnie Mouse. I was wrong. I'm sorry. The first one I'm gonna make today is the Ariel Smoothie. Now I didn't show this on screen, but I actually got a dupe of this. So this is a duplicate. I got two of the same ones for here. And so I was like, oh gosh, duplicates. I don't want to get duplicates all the time. But I thought about it a little bit. And I said to myself, oh my gosh, I know what to create next for the Little Mermaid one. So if you haven't seen already on Disney Channel, there's a franchise called The Descendants. Of course, I love fairy tale stuff. And so one of the characters, my favorite character from Descendants is Uma. She is my girl. She is the daughter of Ursula. And so the Little Mermaid colors are basically her colors as well. So next time I do a remix, I'm so excited. I got to plan out what I'm going to do, but I'm doing my girl Uma because she's the best. Anyway, I love it in how all the Disney franchises and whatever, Once Upon a Time, Descendants, the new Little Mermaid, I feel like in my mind, all of them are related. Ursula, Uma, Ariel, the witch from the Pirates of the Caribbean, they're all related. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. So I'm going to do a remix for Uma because she rocks. And so I just stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. So we're doing this in layers. I love the Little Mermaid. This one is, of course, I'm going to do my little spin on this one. I am going to add some different things to this that's going to make it a little bit more aquatic, more under the sea, more Ariel's favorite things. So you'll see that in a little bit. But as I was saying, getting back to new mini brand stuff, I did find this in the Disney section, so you may want to look there. And I'm also can't wait. I did get a couple of the new mini brands books, series 2. I want to get some more of those. And of course, they're coming out with their mini brands, the new My Baby series 2. I definitely want to I haven't found those yet. I want to get some of those. Hopefully, I get some more black babies for my black dolls. Hopefully, we'll see. And so I can't wait. And so Mini Brands is coming out with a lot of new stuff, especially, I think this is coming out later because I'm starting to see other like miniature influencers are posting it. Mini Brands is gonna have like Mini Brands appliances. Their first one is called Fill the Fridge, and they got minis to fit that fridge. And I'm like, ooh, I definitely want that, but I don't think that's gonna come out until later on. And then for Miniverse. So Miniverse has the Miniverse sneakers. I have not seen those in store. I want to get some of those. And then Miniverse also has the Jurassic Park. Now the Jurassic Park, I have started seeing those in stores, and which makes sense because the movie is about to come out, so you'll probably start seeing those. Now, be aware. If you go to Walmart, the Jurassic Park series and all the other toys in the toy sections, prices are a lot higher. I wasn't really planning on getting the Jurassic Park series unless, I found like a good deal on it. Of course, it's new, so I wasn't expecting a deal. But I was like, maybe I'll get a ball or two just to check out what's in it. I went to Walmart. And when I tell you the price on the Miniverse, so, Miniverse stuff is usually like maybe $10. If you get the appliances, maybe like $12, $13. But the Jurassic Park ones were like $14. It was crazy. So I definitely was like, nope, I'm bypassing that. Now I think Target will have it cheaper, but I'm just not gonna get the Jurassic Park ones. Walmart is going up with all their prices. Anyway, back to the make. As you can see here, I have a little gold chain. This is just, of course, you're probably wondering, well, that's a chain. Why would you put it in the snack? It doesn't matter. It's not edible anyway. So it's just to, give it that buried treasure kind of look. I love it. It feels fancy. I wish I had some mini seashells. In a way, I kind of did, but they have watercolor paints in them. So I also went through my little bead stash and I found some beads that are more aquatic in nature. So I'll be adding that to this milkshake as well. And their Decadent Whip I'm using. The only problem with the Mini Brands Decadent Whip is that it doesn't hold its shape as well. So it's kind of soft. It just is what it is. So for some of these creations, I'll be using my own Decadent Whip. It's not that it's not good. It's just it looks kind of droopy. So anyway, I had this turtle and I was trying to figure out how to use it. It's in my bead collection, but I just couldn't find a place. So I'll probably use that in like a Uma remix, whatever. So now we're moving on to the Cheshire Cat. I love the Cheshire Cat. Even though this snack itself, I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's a real snack. I don't know. I think I have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up. I didn't bother to look it up, but it's supposed to be a sausage or either a hot dog. I would say a hot dog, but at the same time, that's a big, maybe a sausage. It's pretty big. But anyway, it comes with this huge sausage hot dog and this huge bun. And I'm going to glue that down in the middle. And it also comes with, I'm going to assume that it's sausage just because of the other ingredients. So it comes with some purple lettuce. The purple lettuce is gorgeous. The details, I love the details of it. And the purple onions, also pretty. And it comes with pieces of corn. Now, it's pretty. I just don't get the snack itself. Purple lettuce, onions, corn on a hot dog. It's like, I don't think I would want that, but I guess people eat it if it's a real snack. I don't know, is it if it's just a real snack or if that. So if for those of you who go to Disney World, if this is a real snack, let me know. And would you eat it? Anyway, so back to so a lot of these pieces, I'm going to glue it in with my hot glue. You know how I work. I think it just is easier. One thing that the mini brands has improved on with this series than from their first one is that the caps actually screw on this time, so that's good. The bottles are very soft also compared to the miniverse ones, so you can squeeze the resin a lot easier. With that being said, the nozzle sizes are a lot bigger, so you can't really get a fine line. So I did go in there with this kind of like 3D gel writer or whatever, just because it's a smaller nozzle. And there we go. And that's my Cheshire Cat. And my last one that I'm going to do today is my Minnie Mouse. She is so cute. I can't wait to get I do have the Mickey. I'm going to do that one probably next time. Again, I'm going to glue my little waffle on place. But this was one of the ones that I was looking forward to the most. So I'm so glad I got it. For this one, I didn't really like the Decadent Whip because, again, it was too soft and looked a little bit too runny, and I wanted something to actually hold its shape. And you'll see later how even that tube that I have on screen, it wasn't working. That was mine, but it wasn't working, so I had to get another one. So, yeah, you just try to use the Decadent Whips that work best for you. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So Walmart has raised their prices on a lot of their toys. And, I get it because tariffs, but at the same time, it's like some of that stuff y'all had not Target, Walmart had out way before the tariffs. And I know people weren't buying it. So they just raised up their prices on all their toys. Maybe, and I'm guessing they're just doing that in store for everything. I'm guessing just to, compensate for prices for tariffs. But it was crazy. The dinosaur Jurassic Park costing almost $15 for a capsule. I was like, no. So I'm not saying it's going to be that price everywhere, but it was definitely that price at Walmart. So just be aware, things are going up, their prices are going up. Now, at Target, the prices are still low, on the low side. You could still probably get some things on sale or at their normal price, but that can always change. So I piped my little pipe stars with a Decadent Whip, and again, you want to try to use a small nozzle. And again, the mini brands of the nozzle is kind of big, so that's why I used a different one. I'm going to take these strawberries. I do like the look of these strawberries. They're a little bit more shinier and bigger, and the paint detail is more realistic. So they're a lot more vibrant. So I did like the way these strawberries looked than the miniverse ones. And I'm just going to glue the fruit alongside the plate. And I am filling this. It looks absolutely delicious. So which new products are you most excited seeing? I told you mine, so just let me know which ones are you most looking forward to seeing. I have several. I'm really looking forward to some of the mini brand stuff. Now, I made this bow. This is my first one. I didn't like the way it looked. it didn't look like a bow. So I think yep, I just wiped it off. I didn't like so we're gonna redo it again. And to get it to look like the picture, I would say start from the outer side, start from the outer and then go inside. That makes sense. Um, but yeah, and then kind of make it smaller. Okay, I wouldn't do because you want to see the bow underneath. So it looks better if you go start from the outside and then go in. So that's why I kind of did 2 layers. So I'm working on other little miniatures. My next video is probably gonna be, I got a 3D printer, so I've been making some cute stuff with that. And I'm gonna talk about some tips and tricks that I've been learning and share some of the stuff that I've been making. And yeah, I've been having fun making all the miniatures, and I need to, there's a lot of things I want to do, a lot of videos that I want to make. Hopefully I'll have time to get it all out, before the summer is over. But so far I am enjoying summer, and I'm glad Miniverse and Mini Brands is still producing products, because gonna be honest, for a little bit I didn't think it was gonna continue, but I'm glad I was proven wrong. So here are the final results. Let me know what you want to see next, what you're finding in stores, what you're most looking forward to. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Hit like and comment and subscribe. Bye.